car dance.
Defers to Booker for the long range.
P-H-O-E-N-I-X. Phoenix Suns, and you know we up next. Yeah, we working for that championship ring. We the Valley, it ain't nothing but a thing. P-H-O-E-N-I-X. Phoenix Suns, and you know we up next. Yeah, we working for that championship ring. We the Valley, it ain't nothing but a thing.
Welcome, everybody, to the Aussie Suns Fans podcast. I am your host, Gavin, and we are here with everyone's favourite piece of shit, Boyd. How are you, my friend?
I'm fucking great, mate. How are you?
Look, you know, it's Sunday afternoon. That's about all I can say about today.
Yeah.
Online?
That's about it, mate.
Yeah, online. Give me a little bit more there, though, Boyd, please.
Nah, I'm good, man. Look, I'm riding solo with the 5 kids, and this little shithead just woke up. So he's I'm gonna see how we go. Let's see how we fucking go, Gav.
I'm interested to see because that negativity from you has still been creeping in. Like,
and it's no better, man. It's no fucking better.
You've been a very, very angry man today, if I'm going to be honest.
Very, very much over it all.
Sending me lots of messages about how mad you are and all that sort of fun stuff.
I just send you a random text message saying, "I'm so angry, Gavin. I'm so mad."
Yes. I said I've got my son's birthday. Maybe we might have to keep putting this off. And you went, "You don't understand the rage that's inside me right now. Like, we need to pod." That's what he said.
Look,
that's explicit language warning right now.
On that note, let's lead into everyone's favourite Aussie in Singapore. Nate, welcome back.
Hey,
you missed the last show. How you doing, my friend?
I think I was going to miss the last show, and then you two missed it as well, didn't you?
No, last week didn't work out quite as we planned. But hey, 2 weeks ago we were there.
Yeah, I think that weekend I was golfing, and then I went straight to the Philippines for work. And as per usual, every time I work a week in Manila, I come back and I get sick, and I've been coughing up a lung all week. Have you got that
you wanted an Nate Reid?
I had to go to the doctor and get antibiotics and shit, and he just gave me a bunch of other stuff. And as I'm getting it filled, this is sitting on the pharmacy bench right in front of me, and I'm just like, why didn't he prescribe that for me? And what was your comment, Boyd? Like, I was like, you can still use that word. Awesome. I think, Boyd, you commented to me. That's not going to fix you.
When you posted that in our chat, I said, fuck that, you're going to have to take a lot of that shit to fix what you've got. Like, there's not enough of that shit in circulation.
And it certainly looks like on the shelf there wasn't enough packets to fix you up there, Nate. But
it must be high demand.
We do. We love you. If you're checking us out on YouTube, make sure you click like, click subscribe, comment, leave a review, all that sort of stuff that gets us out there so that people could see 3 Aussies talking shit about the Phoenix Suns and their basketball output, which today I've got a feeling this show might be a lot about us talking shit about their basketball outfit. Output.
Gavin, the output is shit.
Boyd.
The outfits are shit. They're fucking.
We'll get to that, Boyd. We will get to that. I've got a new microphone. People, do I sound really, really like a radio DJ now?
Hey.
Suns Worldwide. How do I sound with the new microphone? We're here. Let's have a look at since we potted last. Let's have a look at how the Suns went. It was a mixed bag, if we're being honest. What we're going to do is just run through these games. We won't go into them in great detail. We're just going to talk about that period. And then we're going to shit on our own team probably for a little bit. So since we potted last, we had a win against the Lakers, 127-100. A loss to the Nets in Cameron Johnson's return to Phoenix, 117-127. A win against the Warriors, 113-105. A win against the Spurs, and we all love beating up on the Spurs, 104-93. A loss to the Pelicans, 124-126, with some of the most egregious refereeing you've ever seen in the last minute of a basketball game. And then, of course, today, a 111 to 121 loss to the Miami Heat. Nate, I'll let you go first. Wrap up that period of basketball in Phoenix Suns. Hey, to start us off, give me one word that you feel about the last couple of weeks of Phoenix Suns basketball.
One word. I had a bunch of one sentences, but if I had to bring it down to one, I'll use an acronym, and I'll just go WTF.
Now wrap up that 2 weeks.
For the Lakers, I've written down, so we should have. I'm also convinced LeBron and AD hate each other. I'm convinced that LeBron and AD hate each other. The one thing I did like about that win, it was the first time we've really seen a KD, Book, and Beal show. Nets, what the fuck? Book and KD go for 61, but we still lose. Warriors, solid effort, but still needed KD to win. Going into the week just past, the Oso Wemby game and CP3 revenge session, good for the W. And then Pels, for fuck's sake, guys, where our dog at? Booker gone soft. Heat, simple face palm emoji.
Boyd, talk to me.
The Lakers game, I thought, was our probably best all-round performance since having our big three. That's the first game where I felt like we were. I don't think it's our ceiling of what we are as a team, as in the offensive output and defense all in one game. I don't think it was all there, but it was definitely, I think, end-to-end, wire-to-wire, one of our best sort of goes, and it had all that emotion there as well. It was really, really nice, and I really thought it was going to be the start of fucking something beautiful. For the first
Before
time,
you move on, that game, though, because to your point, it was our best performance of all these games we're going to talk about. LeBron and AD had the two worst plus-minus ratings on the team. AD went minus 24, LeBron went minus 30. They were the two worst plus-minus performances on the Lakers. So it goes to show what you're saying, boy, the work we put in.
Yeah, and we always like to look. Hopefully, that wasn't just a really poor showing on their behalf, and it was forced from us. But it was probably the former, given what we've seen since. Now, the next game, Gav, that was was that the Pelicans that lost
Nets.
next? Or...
No, the Pels was
That's
right.
right.
It was the Nets. The Cameron Johnson return home.
Yeah, and you're they've just fucking bent us over and fucked us in the ass. They're bottom feeders, and we just absolutely got out hustled by a team that had no business of giving it to us. And was that also a second half collapse, Gav, or was it a bit? Was it? Yeah, they're all starting to mold in. All these losses are starting to mold into each other now. From memory, it was a second half. It was an okay start, then a fucking a shitty finish. The next game we got okay. We got a was that the Spurs win?
Warriors.
Yeah.
Warriors. Okay, so both
Warriors.
the Warriors. Okay, fine. Great team. They haven't been going so well of late, though. I'm going to mold the Warriors win and the Spurs win into the same thing, and I really felt like I really finished both of them games thinking that we should have put it on them by a lot more. Put a lot more on them, and it should have been way more convincing. Again, just like the first 9 games of the season, when we had a really great record, it wasn't convincing. And so, yeah, great to get a W in that W column, but not much to write home about. And then the Pelicans loss, man. Okay, it's okay. They got a couple of guys back, right? Every single fucking time that we get a guy back, we've had so many injuries. Every time that we get a fucking guy back or a couple of guys back, or we, it takes us fucking 5 games to fucking get into it. for everything to fall in place and things to start looking normal again. 5 to 10 games. And then someone else gets injured or whatever or whatnot. But these cunts, and this is what pisses me off, it shouldn't be like that. These cunts come in and you got fucking Herb Jones, you got fucking Brendan Ingram, who was a late addition. They're playing with fucking urgency. They're playing like they miss playing basketball, man. They like they miss playing basketball. We're not even getting to opportunities to have a fucking a 50-50 ball because we're not at the fucking 40-60 chance yet. We need that much more effort. And these guys just came in after not playing for so long and just fucking, they made up for whatever they were missing in timing, whatever they were missing in fucking rhythm, and they made up for it in fucking urgency and scrapping and fucking diving and fucking just fucking getting in our fucking asses. And they fucking did a great fucking job of it. We can't do that. And that loss pissed me off, something chronic. Anyway, yeah. That's what I think of the last couple of weeks.
God, I wish So Says Jay was in our chat right now. Just the fact that you're there holding a child again, saying what you just said.
The future is doomed.
2 weeks. A couple of nice wins, and I like what you pointed out there, Boyd. That Lakers win that came off the back of KD being out for a couple of weeks, where we all started to panic. KD came back. The output in that game on both ends of the floor was sensational, and then we backed it up with the trash we dished up against the Nets. Yes, the Warriors and Spurs, they were really great wins, especially defensively. What we did to AD and Wemby in those two games, really impressive. Defensively, what we did to Steph Curry against the Warriors, really impressive. But in all of the losses, our lack of urgency on the defensive end, and Boyd again, and I fucking hate agreeing with you, but the lack of urgency is the key here. And in all of the losses in those weeks was the lack of the urgency on the defensive end. And we'll talk about our superstars shortly. But in those 2 weeks, what really hurt, really hurt, was our lack of urgency, especially on the defensive end.
Gavin, even when we're winning, there's no fucking urgency. We're fucking getting by on some fucking on an offense that's predicated on fucking if it's on, it's going to be really fucking hard to lose. But where the urgency and the fucking effort and urgency that we are putting in on the other end of the court is fucking it's offsetting all the good spurts that we're having offensively. It's pathetic.
Nate, any other comments?
I mean, we could pick apart the Heat game a little bit more if you really want to, just from the recency side of things.
Go for it.
How much do we want to talk about the fouling and the lack of calls? Because I mean, we can sit here and complain about it all the time, but the reffing in that first half was pretty fucking ordinary. Like the obvious ones were Book in the paint in the first, Bam taking out Osso on the dunk, Butler taking out Royce's landing position, and that was all first half. It seemed to improve a bit there into the second with both Book and Bill getting to the line, but then the next heartbeat, Book's getting pushed around, grabbed, nothing getting called. And then a baseline ump calls a foul when the sideline ump was right in front of the ball.
That was a terrible call.
Absolutely fucking atrocious. It's just... when I was watching the play and listening to EJ and that comment on the actual foul and the refs' work, I was thinking, I wonder how many of our players are making plays hoping they'll just get the foul call rather than trying to finish the play. And I think we're all seeing a lack of the dog we're familiar with in Book. I'm like, is he starting to look for a foul rather than looking to make the shot? He's just trying to get the shot up more times and hope a foul gets called rather than try and finish a shot and then hope for the foul. And that kind of frustrated me, but watching him throw shit up rather than at least trying to turn a shot into it.
It feels like we're walking to the fucking foul line, and the other cunts are running back and fucking getting an open fucking layup in transition. It's that fucking.
Because we didn't get the foul call.
Hey, but who cares about us not getting fucking that many foul calls? When we're playing the amount of threes that we're shooting. We're playing a game that isn't set up to draw a lot of fouls. When you look at our shot discrepancy.
That final play against the Pels certainly wasn't set up to actually make the three, was it? Fucking hell.
Well, you don't get fouled as much when you shoot all these fucking threes, right? That's basically the general gist of why our fouls are probably looking lower than what other teams get. Now, when we are fucking taking it to the hoop, it's not off of a fluent fucking two plays into each other with someone doing a back cut and fucking and bodies flying in motion everywhere. No, it's fucking it's a kick out to a guy that's not really open, and then he'll do a pump fake, and he'll just drive into the teeth of about fucking four cunts who are already there waiting for him. And it looks stupid. It looks high schoolish, and it's just if you've got bodies in motion and you've got fucking a clear run to the lane and you get up and it looks like there's contact, you're probably going to get a call, right? But if you're a fucking bonehead and you've just got around a cunt and there's two guys and you're jumping into fucking two guys, you're probably going to the rest might look at it and say, oh well, that was just you fucking asked for that, pretty much. So look, when we are attacking the rim, we're not doing it in a manner that you're likely to get foul calls. It's just fucking.
We looked fucked up on the other side of the ball today too, though. I mean, EJ was making comments about the perimeter D was great, but in the same breath as good perimeter D to stop the 3-point shooting for Miami, they didn't collapse back in and block out the paint. And then in the second half, I think it was like 3 minutes left in the game, he was making the comment about they're going to have to look at the tape on this because the Suns gave up 60 points in the paint on a team with no real inside presence.
Our on-ball defense has looked good, and there's been other people who have said it on different pods, and they've said it during games, and we've got good on-ball defenders. We've got good defenders on this team. It's not meshing because
perimeter and inside, or just perimeter. That's my point for this game.
Not only are they not connected, but it seems like lately, and it seems like it's been like it's something that gets switched on and switched off. In the last couple of minutes of that game, we were fucking hitting them full court with pressure. We're fucking in their jerseys. Gav, we talked about it 2 weeks ago, and we talked about how good it was, and it was after a win. I can't remember exactly which game, but how good it was to see fucking book picking someone up full court. These guys just putting that extra bit of pressure on their fucking on-man defense, which they haven't really been doing much. And then we do it for fucking one game, and the next 5 games, we're just trailing them. We're fucking running next to them, and sometimes you get the fucking your arms up to elbow level, but there's nothing. There's fucking nothing. It's exactly what Eddie was saying on the broadcast. It's a fucking layup line. They're just playing like they're fucking in the park. Fucking losers.
There was a play in the first half that just made me fucking sick. And it was, yes, boy, I know that's been your favorite word since the end of the game. Where they lined up the perimeter D, K-Love's standing at the top looking for a feed, and Butler just literally walks through the paint, takes the feed from Kevin Love and lays it straight up. No defense on him whatsoever.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. I saw a patch in this game where we were so stagnant defensively, and I believe, and then when we started getting that spark late in the game, I'm pretty sure it was. I'm not 100% sure because some of these things with the eye test sort of go miss, and I may have missed something. But it was fucking also Iguodaro that fucking really fucking amped up, and it's like he wasn't jogging, he was sprinting, and he was getting the spots, and he was making it hard. Making it fucking hard for the other team guys. In what world did the fucking Suns do that lately? But then it felt like that other guys actually followed his lead. So I thought that was a fucking silver lining in a fucking whole big bag of shit of a game.
Do you want to know what else was the silver lining over this period? Was Josh Okogie. That boy still play.
Yeah. Hopefully he gets some trade value because we're not fucking building around Josh Okogie, mate.
Yeah, at least he hustles, mate. And this is the problem. While KD's in there, we've got a bit of space out on the floor, everything like that. But with the biggest problem we have at the moment is that intensity on defense, and that's what Josh Okogie brings.
I concur,
especially without Ryan
I wasn't
Dunn.
trying to have a dig at you, then, Gav. I'm just.
Yeah, I'm a little offended. I'm a little offended with your anger directed at me.
I'm trying to be nice, negative, man. Hey, all this fucking positivity shit from me in the past. I'm fucking done with it.
Can't wait for the week's predictions then.
let's create a blow it up segment, and we'll fucking touch on it every week.
Well, we kind of have one of them, and we will get there. Who was your player of that last 2-week period, Nate?
Look, for me, the first game, it could have gone either of the three ways, KD, Book, or Bill. You probably give it to KD just because of everything we've seen. We don't win unless he's there. The second game was against the Nets was definitely KD, and the Warriors game actually gave it to Tyus Jones. Now, if you wanted me to pick one for the week, I would have said my favorite was Tyus Jones, even though KD probably produced the most stats as he did play all three games.
It's actually 2 weeks, so you need to.
Well, over the 2 weeks, I go into the next three. Spurs, Pels, Heats. I gave it a Book, Royce, and Royce. So Royce gets it for my MVP for this week. So I would say between Tyus and Royce over the 2 weeks, recency bias. I just can't stop focusing on Royce O'Neal in the games at the moment. He's like this glue guy, this provider that comes out of nowhere, does everything you need across the stat sheet in the ring. He's getting threes like we used to hope Jay Crowder would hit. He's been my favorite to watch over the last 2 weeks.
Boyd?
I'm going to go. I gave it to Royce, and I've given one to Okogie recently as well. One guy that I think he's not getting anywhere near as much burnt. I don't give a fuck about how many fucking points you scored for this team at the moment. I'm more about guys who are doing shit that right across the board are just fucking just look right on the basketball court, and it's Monty Morris. Monte Morris has come in with fucking hardly any burn at all, similar to when I gave it to Okogie last week or the week before, or whatever. But Monte Morris, he's actually hitting some shots, and he's facilitating well. With the numbers aren't there to really jack up what I'm voting for here, but he hasn't had as much burn as what some of the other guys have. So, but I just think that just what I've seen from him, effort wise, and it's just his ability to get even create his own shot has been nice as well. He's been getting that floater going as well. It's just like a Tyus Jones light, but it's just really, really nice to see someone come in and not need that fucking 5 games to attune themselves to the fucking world and everything, and just fucking play basketball, man, and play on both ends.
What are we again, Boyd? What was the word you tweeted out straight after the game?
Losers.
Just wanted to focus back in on that.
Hey. Oh, well, Gav, you give us yours.
It's fair.
I suppose.
My player. Thanks. Yeah, appreciate it. I'm glad I'm just not sitting here letting you rant.
Do it all day.
The player of the 2 weeks for me, I'm with Nate. Royce O'Neal is filling everything that we expected of Royce O'Neal when we brought him on board last year. He's shooting the ball well. On the defensive end, he's been really solid. He's not one of the guys that are letting us down at the moment. So, Royce, keep it up. You're doing beautifully. Why would he say that? He's doing beautifully on both ends of the floor. It's really enjoyable watching Royce play for us. Unfortunately, he just doesn't have the support that we need. Guys, Who needs
He
to
is the
pull their
support.
finger out of
He
their
is the fucking
arse?
support. That's
Yeah,
what
he is the
Who
fucking
needs,
support.
who needs to pull their finger out of their ass, boy?
Oh, this has to be unanimous this week, surely.
That's Devin Booker. And
That's
it's
all?
not even. It's not. Ah, fuck. It's Yeah, it's Devin. It's Devin.
That's all. All right, Nate. Who needs to pull
Completely,
their finger?
completely agree. I mean, I was listening to the Suns Jam session after the Pels game, and it was just listening to John and Lissy have a first little hate session on Book, essentially, all around that dog, all around that leadership, being the guy that the mat is there, the lane is open. Start being that guy again, because it's like he's lost an edge or something. So he really does need to pull his finger out.
My vote this week goes to somebody a little outside that box, or a little outside the box, and it goes to Devin Armani Booker. Pull your fucking finger out, Book. Where is that killer look? Where's that look in the fucking eye that we know where you rock out, you've got like you mean mugger motherfuckers, and you're sitting there and you're looking at the game, and we can see what you're doing on the floor, and we can, as Suns fans, sit there and go, you know what? We ain't losing this. Book ain't letting us lose this. Because at the moment, you're timid. You're passing up like so many open shot attempts that you should be taking. You've got so many opportunities to score and put this team on your back, and you're not doing it. The Olympics have ruined Devin Booker. He's lost the killer edge. The Olympics made Devin Booker a role player.
That is
That's how it stands.
Yeah.
That's how it stands right now. Devin Booker is a role player on this Phoenix Suns squad right now. Don't at me.
Don't.
This is the way he's playing.
Don't
When
at-
we had the chance,
Like
when we
any
had the
cunt
chance,
at
when we had the chance against the Pelicans, and you took the ball to the basket for what you would have like jumped into a chest, taken the M1, even laid it up without the M1. You kicked the ball out to Grayson Allen. That's not fucking Devin Booker. Give me back the killer. I want that dude that lays on the fucking floor and looks up at Paul George like, PG, I just made you my bitch. That's the Devin Booker we want. That's what we need.
He's not allowed to do that anymore, man. And
Of course he's allowed to do that.
no,
The reason he's not to do that is because the Olympics fucking ruined him. He's a
Nah.
role player now.
I don't think he's. Well, here's a couple of things on that little fucking tirade. I don't think he's ruined,
I didn't say he was ruined.
and I don't
No,
think it's
I said the
I think
Olympics ruined
were-
him.
I think the Olympics were good for him,
Yeah.
especially leading into a full year with the big three.
That's
He's-
great, apart from the fact that he's not a killer anymore. He's a fucking timid.
I think this
Shooting guard.
offense isn't built to get Devin Booker going. It's not built. It's built to give up any shot that you have open for a fucking sniff at a three, and there's way too much of it, if you ask me. It's fucking way too much. I saw this one that was really, really blatant in that game against the Pelicans, but I've seen multiple times. It's every single game we have. We might be in transition, and it's every single. It used to happen every now and then, and you get cheeky and you pull one off. Clear fucking runs to the lane, whether it's in transition, whether it's off some, a really nice screen and whipping it around the fucking corner in a back or whatever. We have had that many fucking clear, open fucking lanes for an easy fucking two, and we flip it out to some cunt to fucking brick a semi-open three. We fucking do it all the time. I want us to increase our 3-point shooting from last year. I don't want this.
You yelled out for it last year. Shoot more threes.
Yeah, threes and at the bucket, at the rim. But can we meet somewhere in the fucking middle? Do we have to have a fucking Vogel that goes all the fucking other way? Just fucking do what you want, cunts. Shoot everything from the elbow. Every fucking shot. all right, from a contested fucking elbow jumper. Yes, fucking get in me. Or the other way, the other fucking
You
way,
still
Gav,
got that Katie background up too, you know.
Gav, the other way is fucking, I don't care if you've got an open dunk. I don't care if you're Terry picking that motherfucker. Get back behind that 24-foot line and fucking let that prayer go, because you might get a 3. And 3 is more than 2. That's what we're fucking doing.
Yeah. It's one,
Even where
it's
you
one
went to
more.
school.
It's
Yeah,
one more.
yeah. But you can't give up a 90% chance at a 2 for a fucking what we are shooting this year. What is, as a team, we're shooting about 37% from 3, which is less than what we shot last year. And we're supposed to be a better fucking shooting 3-point team. And we're taking nearly 10 more threes a game. Fucking idiots.
So I'll go back to it again. Devin Booker, Kevin Durant's not playing. You need to put this fucking team on your shoulders sometimes. You need to find a balance. And sometimes you need to tell Bud to fuck off and say, it's my time. I'm just going to take over, go Armani mode, put us in a position we need to go, and we'll be fine. But we're not doing that at the moment. And Book, KD's going to miss this week, probably the entire week, I would guess.
Oh, look, it's 2 games. Who gives a shit?
The entire week of 2 games. But those 2 games right now, with where the opposition sits, these are must win. These 2 games this week. We cannot drop to Orlando without Paolo and Franz, and we cannot drop to Utah.
Yeah, we fucking can, Gavin.
It's on
We're
a
not
back-to-back
allowed.
too.
And we need
fucking
Book.
can.
We need Book to pull his fucking finger out and have 50.
Finger out, Book.
Pull your fucking finger out, Book.
It's what.
All right. Anyway.
Before you move on, I just want to touch on that USA basketball thing. I'm pretty sure it was the new mismatch duo. I know we don't like to reference non-Suns pods, but I always love listening to the mismatch. Even though Kevin O'Connor's left it, it's now Jacoby off the old Jalen Jacoby pod.
Yeah.
So Jacoby's doing it with Chris Vernon. It is fucking great. The duo is just unbelievable.
Jacoby's
And they were doing
awesome,
They were doing a segment on USA basketball, and I was saying that everyone that went to USA basketball, but only American team, came back and had a bit of a slump. They weren't up to the performance standards. It was something about the time out of their off season, the disruption to their preparation. Now we're going through a whole bunch of examples of what could have caused it, because they referenced Steph specifically. Antetokounmpo was not the greatest for a little bit there with the Bucks, and they went on a bit of a rant. They didn't call Book out, but it was funny that they mentioned just the USA team, because they said if you look at all the other players from the European team, so this is where they mentioned Giannis's comeback, but Joker's had a great season so far. Wemby's doing fine. Anyway, interesting listen. Just that you brought up the USA basketball
that was
thing as
certainly
something
an
that's
interesting listen, Nate. That was fucking riveting stuff. Thank you so much.
Team USA.
there's that negativity.
You destroyed Devin Booker, Team USA. 2 games this week. Monday, 10:30. So tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. versus Orlando. And then Saturday, 1:30 p.m. versus Utah. The reason for the gap for this week is obviously the second round and finals of the in-season tournament, which nobody
There's a 3-day break
gives
between
a fuck
and
about.
after games.
We've got plenty of time here. How's this week look, boy? What happens against Orlando tomorrow and then Utah on Saturday?
Orlando, well, who have they got back? They've got fucking Wendell Carter's playing himself back into some form. Yeah. Well, I'll give you a loss against Orlando. I'm giving you a loss against Orlando, and fucking some fucking no-name hopeless fuck from Utah is going to light us up. Who just fucking pick a name out of that.
Boyd, Boyd has broken the Aussie Suns fans. He has never, ever, ever predicted a loss on our podcast.
I'll give you 2 losses this week. And I'm not fucking... sorry, mate. He doesn't like it when I predict losses.
No, clearly.
I'm not going to start fucking this positivity shit until the team that I put so much of fucking my happiness into fucking starts giving a bit of that shit back to me. A bit of fucking something. Give me fucking something.
Can I make you feel better, Boyd?
You gonna blow me?
I'm gonna give you a try.
Frank.
I need to somehow lift your spirits.
Hey, just while we're talking about Frank Vogel, I mentioned it a little bit before. I was looking at our year-on-year splits. We're fucking almost worse in every fucking category than we were last year. Get that in your bottom.
Yeah, shouldn't you save that for stat of the week?
No, I haven't got a stat of the week.
You should have. You just brought it up.
Yeah, that's the stat of the week then.
You should have used that. You should have used that for stat of the week. Hold on to the stat of the week, because you're just ruining things for everybody with your anger. Nate, how's this week going to go?
I'm kind of sharing it with Boyd here. I'm pissy at the team. I got no confidence in them without Kevin Durant. Listening to the rant that Lissy went on after the Pels game too, he was like, I can't predict another win for the rest of the season. And just because he was so pissed at the performance. I'm right there with him, and I'm right there with Boyd. I don't see how we get 2 wins in a row the way they're performing at the moment. And I would hate to assume we lose against the Jazz, but on a back-to-back against Orlando, in Orlando, away, I wouldn't be surprised if we drop tomorrow. Oh, that old chestnut.
You're both fucking idiots. We're going 2-0 this week. We're beating Orlando tomorrow because they got no friends, no Franz, no Paolo. Book's going to turn into a Marty mode book. It's going to be all putting. And we're going to win tomorrow by 11 plus. And then we're going to beat Utah by 15 plus. Put your houses on it, people. It's over.
Gavin, I really want you to be fucking right. We're fucking right into this experiment, man. We're fucking into it. We're balls deep into this fuck. And the same fucking shit keeps on happening. It's fucking pathetic. Anyway, I will be look, I can't wait to eat my words and get told I'm a fuckwit.
Oh, don't worry, I'm going to make you eat them.
Yeah.
Next Sunday, I'm going to shove them down your throat. You are going to eat them all up without swallowing. No, maybe you should swallow.
I will. I'll fucking swallow the whole lot. I'll swallow the whole lot, and I'll fucking walk of shame. Whatever, man. Can't wait to be wrong. But right now, I'm tired of being a fucking
You're upset.
fraud.
You're upset. You're upset. I got it.
Okay,
you're not upset?
I'm fucking pissed.
Yeah, you're upset. That's what I said. All right,
all my kids are grounded. All my kids are grounded. Everyone.
Boyd, talk to me about stat of the week. You sort of led into it. You said you don't have one, but you kind of do.
Look, it was more so just going over stuff that we've talked about previously to see where it's at now, and basically, and it's pretty much what the eye test is telling us. We're taking a lot more threes, almost 10 more threes. We're shooting at a percentage. I think we're 38% last season as a whole, and 22, 23 games into this season, we're at 37%. Book's fucking shooting more threes than he ever has in his fucking life. He's shooting 34%. Like, fucking keep going, man. Keep going in this offense that is fucking supposed to be the right thing. It's fucking way too far this way. He's shooting a shade under 8 threes per game. It's fucking, it doesn't feel like it, does it? But he is. and he's hitting 34% of them. And if I'm happy for him to do that, if he's up at least at the team average from last year, 38%. KD's been...
what I want to roll out here in like sort of expand on your stat of the week here and expand on the positioning of where we are, right?
Mm.
I get health is a key thing for this team. Even Book said it in a recent interview.
Yeah.
We are 1-9.
Well.
Hold on. We're 1-9 without KD down. What are we with KD?
Is it United fucking it's United 3, is it? I don't know. Something like that.
Oh, he was genuinely asking you.
No, I don't fucking know. I'm on
genuinely asking.
Yeah, look, okay, we know we're...
But my point is, I get it. It's going to depend on the health of Kevin Durant. But the fact of the matter is that we are a lot more positive and a lot happier when Kevin Durant's out there playing basketball. But it's KD, right? He's one of the greatest basketballers of all time. Now, if he's on the floor and healthy, and let's be honest, if it was playoff time right now, Kevin Durant would probably be playing. But we're being smart, right? Is it a great sign that we're 1-9 without KD? No, it's not. But the facts are that this team healthy on the floor compared to not healthy on the floor is not it's a significant gap. But if this team's healthy on the floor, it's a different story to the frustration that you're displaying right now.
Gavin.
Is it not, Boyd? I am just talking facts here.
It's not as convincing as that record. And remember when I said this shit a fucking few weeks ago? I'm not happy on the farm, even at the fucking 8-1 or 9-1 or whatever that stretch was to start the season. They were all fucking close games against, some really good teams in there, but they were all missing stars and they were fucking under strength. And we all fucking got right into it. And then we have a look at it again, further removed without KD for a stretch, and it's exactly what them close games with KD sort of indicated would happen. We're fucking losing, and it's Gavin. It's not fucking good because we're a few years removed from a championship run with one bona fide star and fucking good role players. We get another one. And we've been going backwards ever since we got a fucking third. And we're still going backwards ever since we've gotten deeper. And we're
not backwards, though. I don't agree with backwards.
Hey, okay, just on last year, if we continue this pace, we will finish with a worse record than we did last season. Only just. But this pace right now, and we had a worse start with injuries to start last season. And our record was better at this point. It's not good. But the reason it isn't good is because I know that we're a fucking high octane engine. I think I've said this before. High octane engine, but it needs to be fucking tuned. It needs to be tuned really well. Otherwise, the cunt will fucking blow up. And that's what we're doing. We're not. All the pieces aren't fucking there, man. We can't even get a fucking service done because the engine won't start. we're fucked.
Nate?
Look, I haven't got much more to add to that. I did prepare a substat because obviously this is Boyd's segment and he comes up with the best content. Obviously failed this week.
I am over the top. I apologize.
Obviously failed this week, but good on you for pulling up the negativity though. Because I went into looking at my substat and I tried to find a silver lining out of all the rubbish and my pissed offedness, to coin a new phrase.
Ooh,
and
like
I went in looking for something to support Royce O'Neal because he was my player of the last 2 weeks. And I went into the NBA.com's efficiency ratings and I just wanted to see where our Suns sat in efficiency rating, because what we're seeing from Book is a lack of efficiency. What we're seeing from Royce is high efficiency. And then you can go down a fucking rabbit hole real quickly with this shit, because there's a difference between the efficiency rating and then the PER. So the PER takes in compensation for team styles, it's per minute, and it adjusts for pace. Whereas the NBA efficiency rating is purely statistical. So it's points plus rebounds, plus steals, plus blocks, minus missed field goals, minus missed free throws, minus turnovers, divide games played. So on that standard, KD didn't qualify for the NBA's efficiency rating, so he's not even mentioned. And our highest player with 23.1 is still Devin Booker at number 28. So he's 28th on the season so far for his efficiency rating. And we don't get another mention till number 78 with Tyus Jones at 16.4. And then you go into the hundreds. Royce O'Neal is at 100. He's 103 efficiency rating at 14.4. Then you got Yusuf Nurkic at 106. And that's it for the top 150 players for efficiency rating. So I went in looking for a silver lining, and the only one I got was we're throwing our toys out the cop for Booker at the moment, but he's still our most efficient player on the squad.
Yeah, that's taking everything into that's
a nice stat, boy. Come on, he's done well there. He showed you up today.
He's not efficient at all, man.
Well, he clearly is.
Hey, if you count every fucking thing in, have a look at his usage as well. I suppose I don't know exactly what the ins and outs of that PER is, but he's.
Well, that's why I wasn't using the PER. I was using the efficiency rating from the NBA.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to say it's flawed in some way because I don't think he's been efficient at all. And I think he's shooting 40, low 40s. Just his general field goal percentage, 34 from three. He's fucking not, man. He's not. Don't try and hang your hat there, Nate. Fucking hang it somewhere else.
Mr. Negative Nelly Pants, you just go back there and finish fiddling with your sticks and work on some of that anger.
I'm trying. Fucking am.
So much negativity from Boyd this year.
Hey, what else can we shit on with this team? Right. Any positive? Are there any positives, Gav?
I mean, we've got a.
Nate just tried to give you a fucking positive, and you shat all over it.
We all just asked that cunt to pull his finger out.
Thanks for that support.
And that's the positive. That's
I would kill everyone in this room for a drop of sweet beer.
So, Homer, please feel free to tell us anything.
Who do you want to have a beer with, Boyd?
I want to have a beer with Herb Jones. And I want to invite him to a fucking like a seminar. I want him to host a seminar for the Phoenix Suns on give a fuck, on hustle, on urgency, on effort. And I just want to say, hey, mate, how the fucking hell do you do that after missing, 9 games or whatever it is that you missed? How do you fucking do that? Because that's impossible. That's what we're getting fed over here. We're getting fed the fucking it's impossible. It cannot be done. Anyway, he's I want to
make a good brochure. How to give a fucking hustle.
How to give a fucking hustle. Big seminar. Herb Jones. I never thought I'd say that. Yeah, I want us to take a leaf out of Herb Jones' fucking book.
Nate, who do you want to have a beer with?
Well, I'm going to stick with my consistent theme for the episode and name Royce O'Neal. I generally look kind of outside of the players, but this last couple of weeks, it's consistent. Someone needs to high five the bro and make sure he feels appreciated because he's holding it together.
I'd like to have a beer with Cam Scatterbo, who is the running back for the Arizona State University Devils, I think they're called. He's the only Sun Devils. He's the only thing keeping Arizona sports happy right now, as they probably clinched the bye today, moving through in the Big 12. And well done, Cam Scatterbo. You're the only thing keeping things alive in Arizona right now.
Fuck that guy.
Boyd,
Great. That's a
over
great
the
drop.
last
Thanks,
two
John.
over the last 2 weeks, who made you sit back and just go, you know what? Fuck that guy.
Oh, me. Okay, so I just disconnected, I think. Fuck that guy. John Voider. John Voider's getting my fuck that guy. Yeah.
Fuck, he is in a mood.
John Voider from Suns Jam.
A tampon clog or something.
No. It's nothing serious. Fucking fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. He got fucking really precious when I was I do the trolling thing I go into other podcasts, all of them that I get time for. And I go in there and I'd be a little bit cocky and fucking just say dick and penis and things like that. And all in good fun. I joke about masturbating and whatnot. But he's just getting a bit fucking sensitive about it. And and he just had a bit of a spoof about it, and I felt a little bit of seriousness in his voice. I didn't like it. So I was, mate, fucking chill out, John Voider. Fuck that guy.
Nate, who this week made you sit back and go, fuck that guy?
Well, I certainly won't be saying anything to offend our friends. Look, I know a lot of talk about no one gives a shit. It's not important. It doesn't fucking mean anything. But my fuck that guy this week is the NBA Cup point differential percentage fucking crap cunt. Whoever makes up who gets the wild card based on who's got what percentage based on who's playing what day in the fucking NBA Cup wind down where Memphis gets fall apart to Dallas and we miss the wild card. I actually don't mind the NBA Cup. I think it adds a different level of excitement. And quite frankly, everything we're doing at the moment, every little bit of positivity is a nice little motivator. So fuck that guy because we're not in it.
This week, and I don't know who it is. Before I get there, let me just Google. Oh, Mommy. Yes, exactly right. My fuck this guy or fuck that guy this week is, and I don't know who it is. So maybe you guys can fucking hook me up here and sort me out. But my fuck that guy is whoever is coaching the Phoenix Suns on the defensive end, because the fact of the matter is that when KD's missing in these games, we do not hustle on the defensive end at all. There is no urgency. There is no intensity. We know we need to. We're missing a fucking superstar of the game. You need to step up a little bit. The fuck is this lazy ass bullshit? You know what? Take off your fucking superstars and sit their asses on the bench if they're not willing to hustle out. We've got a dude named Josh Okogie who sits on the bench, and every minute that dude's on the floor, he fucking hustles his ass out. Ass off, ass out. Whatever. Whoever the Phoenix Suns defensive coach is, pull your fucking head in, start making some calls, get this shit done, because when players are missing, we need some dudes to step up and make sure that we are not fucking handing games to opposition teams like we did against the Pelicans in particular. We need to step up and fucking make a statement against these teams. And we do not do it. We are happy to go through the motions. Pull your fucking finger out, Phoenix Suns defensive coach.
You know what's hilarious is when you type into Google, if you type into Google, who is the Phoenix Suns defensive coach?
They say Frank Vogel.
It says Mike Budenhauser is the Phoenix Suns defensive coach.
Oh, really?
It's so funny. If that's actually true, you just
you're in trouble. You're in trouble then, Bood. Boyd, you're in trouble. Fucking pull your fucking finger out.
He's happy now.
You okay with that one, Boyd? You okay with that one?
You gave your fuck you guys to our defensive coach from what I heard?
Yeah. Pull your fucking finger out.
I don't think we fucking have one, Gav. You're probably screaming at the
that's
fucking
fair.
clouds.
Well, this has been fun.
Boyd, where can we find your last comments?
Oh man, you can find me in Brisbane, Australia. Fucking Apples83. Fucking at Aussie Suns Fans on the Instagrams. I like how that rhymes. That's a fucking highlight of my day, is hearing that fucking rhyme. And at a mystery platform at Fucko. Or on Blue Sky with a big penis as my profile picture. Probably the best thing that's happened to me in the last couple of weeks is my Blue Sky fucking profile picture.
It is rather hilarious too. It looks so sad.
It is. It's a sad penis. It's a sad penis. Nate, last comments. Where do we find you?
I'll tell you where you won't find me, and that's trolling everyone else's podcast feeds and dropping, masturbating comments or poo comments or fart jokes in there. You'll find me just ignoring the fuck out of everybody, minding my own business most of the time. But also on X at Nicky's Falcon. I'm yet to actually figure out this Blue Sky thing as to what the hell the point of it is. I did look at it just to see Boyd's penis profile.
It's Twitter it's basically Twitter without Elon Musk.
Okay.
Hey, speaking of trolling, I do this thing, and after we've had a really, really, really good win, and in some live chats, I'll say, guess where my hand is in the chat, and now I must say, guess where my finger is. and then I just go to there goes the second. And anyway, it's all about fingering myself. But,
anyway, follow us at Aussie Suns Fans on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Blue Sky, Instagram, as Boyd mentioned. Follow at Aussie Suns Fans. At least we had a laugh tonight, gents, right? I think an hour or so ago
I got a lot off my chest.
Kind of pissed. So Boyd got a lot off his chest. He probably feels better, and there's a very good chance
I can be positive.
There's probably a very good chance that his discussion about where his finger is could expand this evening. Good fun always with you guys. Love your work.
I wonder if John will block him after this.
I love you guys too.
After we win these 2 games this week, next Sunday, Boyd's going to be much more positive. He'll probably even put some Phoenix Suns gear back on. And everyone will be happy.
When we beat the fucking... Oi, you mean when we beat Utah and Orlando by a combined 4 points? Yes.
Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns are going to spend this week showing Boyd that they are not here to fuck spiders.
Pierre Cardin.
Defers to Booker for the long range.
P-H-O-E-N-I-X. Phoenix Suns, and you know we up next. Yeah, we working for that championship ring. We the Valley, it ain't nothing but a thing. P-H-O-E-N-I-X. Phoenix Suns, and you know we up next. Yeah, we working for that championship ring. We the Valley, it ain't nothing but a thing.